¿A qué se debe su éxito?
Se me dan bien las personas. Tengo un instinto natural para saber cómo funcionan.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great story, you know. Definitely there was sex at the center of it all, but there's also this great love story and these two characters who, similar to good stories that have been told in the past that involve love, two characters that sort of on paper doesn't really make sense for them to be together, but they make sacrifices and changes that they're willing to make to be together, and ultimately at the end of the first book it doesn't work out, but then we know what happens later. So yeah, I just thought it was a great story, and you know, obviously lots of people had read it, so I thought that was intriguing as well. I thought it was amazing, you know. I thought it was the attention to detail, and I thought it was like really beautiful actually, and you know, of really high quality, and like everything's leather, and like this David Wasco, who's our production designer, had like just got this beautiful aesthetic for it, and I thought it was a really cool place. I was obviously very excited. Sam Taylor-Johnson, our director, called me herself, but she was in LA and I was in London. I was told that I'd definitely get the call that day, so I was, that evening. So we were kind of waiting by the phone the whole night. My wife had already gone to bed and I was up when we was watching TV, and it was like, I think 2:30, 2:45 in the morning, and I was so tired, like so tired. Nudged my wife and told her, and she was great, and we'll talk about it in the morning. But yeah, I just went to sleep about 20 minutes after I found out I was doing it. I remember feeling, you know, tired as you do at the end of every film. But I felt relieved. I felt proud that we'd finished it and felt good about it. I started a new job 9 days later, so I didn't have a great deal of time to dwell on it. I had to sort of get up, and I was playing a very intense character for the next thing as well, so I just had to get my head around that and start to prepare for that. So yeah, it was just on to the next thing really. That's difficult, you know, because I think they're all great. You know, I think the soundtrack works really well. I really like the song, the Weekend song. I like Ellie Goulding, Boy Epic, Beyonce. I mean, they're all really great. They're really great songs, you know. And the fact that people wrote like original music for this film, and like that kind of quality of person wrote songs for the film, I think is a really cool thing. I mean, it's probably something classical, you know, because that's like what we see him, you know, represented by at times, and then when he's playing the piano, it's often some quite sad classical music. So it's probably something fairly dark and classical. The whole piano stuff, I had to like try to learn to play some of that stuff. So I listened to the classical music for that, and then Sam, the director, would play music quite often on set and like try to get people in the mood, but she'd play a variety of things that she thought made sense to set the mood for the day or whatever. So music was quite a big part of the making of the film. Yeah, I mean, I do think it's a love story, you know. There's definitely sex, and a specific type of sex is very central to the story, and that's definitely a big part of it. And it's an erotic film, but also it's about these two characters who do essentially love each other in maybe not the most common form of love, or not how most people deem love to be, but they do. You can't deny it. So I do think it's a love story. Yeah.
Dime, si me quedo, ¿qué va a pasar?
I know if I'm haunting you, you must be haunting me.